struggling with this for probably about 10 seconds and was like, I like to press the button while my hands are underneath here, making nonchalant. But yeah, you know what? Can't always get your way, and that's why this special vlog is designed for me to be able to talk about what I truly believe my purpose is on this planet. I shouldn't have thrown that down, because if you think about it, I gotta turn this off, so... Well, it doesn't matter, because I usually go... and slap y'all in the face, or electronic face. Anyways, welcome back. This is me, Iris. If you have just met me today, well, welcome. Hopefully you stay a while. Subscribe button is probably on this side right here. You know what? But you do you. That's the best part about this entire planet. We all get to do whatever we actually want, and that's something that isn't really exclusively known to everybody. I mean, challenges, yes. Obstacles, no. But you know what? I like to maybe I'll talk about that. Who knows? But yeah, so this special vlog is about me and my purpose and how I feel like I fit in this economy and how I feel like I fit in this world. Let's just say world, not economy, because you know what? That's how this is actually supposed to be answered. So with that said, a little background about me. My name is not going to be said. Don't even know why I said that unless I was going to say Iriselle. Yeah, Iriselle, right? So I'm Iriselle. Let me give you a little background behind Iris. You see, I come from a background of mental health, which I'm totally only saying not as like an excuse. I'm actually very proud of myself. I think it's a gift, right? I think that I was wired differently and I'm exceptionally going to be able to do different things, and it's even greater challenge actually that I've gotten from the average, right? So with that said, I mean, apparently it's speculated that more people have ADHD, but yeah. But you know what? But you know what? It is what it is. I'm just gonna consider that being one of my truest gifts, that I have ADHD and bipolar. And you know what? If we just translate this in the way I prefer to communicate this, I am hypersensitive with my emotions. I tend to just get emotional a little bit more than others, but guess what the talent is? I understand emotions well, and unfortunately, some people like to challenge me on that, and that is like the funnest thing for me. It's like, okay, you can just call me an emotional hot mess. In turn, you're calling yourself emotionless, if not, and you're human. So, oh my god, the little newsflash, you feel emotions too, and if anything, you're giving me a lot more information about who you are than you think. Great. Now, my hyperactivity, what makes me feel talented about that is, you know what? Attention span is just goes to where it likes. I'm someone who follows my passion far more. Don't really like to dwindle on things that I don't feel very passionate about, very excited about. And yeah, if that means I've jumped from 5 to 10 different topics, well, guess what? The one we were talking about probably wasn't as entertaining. If you find it entertaining, my apologies. But I'm not apologizing for the fact that I don't find them entertaining. That's just great. Great! Mutual understandings. Wow. So you see what I did there? That's part of what I believe my purpose is. Scratching of the nose because I have cats. We all know this so by now. For those who are returning, for those who are not returning, I've got 2 cats. And their hair tends to get on me while I'm on the video. You know what? Actually, I'm starting to think that's just my wig. Give me a second. I'm gonna get real hella close on y'all right now. I really think that's just my wig. It feels hella curly. I'm suspicious. Anyways, so yeah, what I just did there, including even up to now, everything, I just tend to be really optimistic. Now, the funny thing is I consider myself a nihilist, and I know that for a fact because I spent about a good half of my life basically seeming really pessimistic. I wouldn't express pessimism. I wouldn't express pessimism. It's not something that I prefer to do because I feel like this world already does a great freaking deal of that. But you see what I mean? It's like my way of coping with a lot of this that happens in this world is by not caring. But in turn, that means, since, you know, intrinsic value, what we represent, as within is without. Give me a second, I'm about to sneeze. So, as I was saying, I coped with a lot what was going on in this world by just forming to not caring about anything, and in turn, intrinsic value as within as without, as I was just finishing right there saying. That means I tried so much that I had lack of care even for myself. Like, I'm not someone who would actively call myself any bad names, but for example, it was far easier to submit to my mental health. You know, oh yeah, I just can't because, and I was a can't person, that's one of the things. I can't because I can't. So it came to the point where I spent a very long time just devoting myself to my state of mind and, you know, understanding my life experiences, something that's not very typical, very black sheep. Give me a second, y'all, because this hair, yo. Hey, anyways, so with all that's going on in this world, the way I had coped with it for many years, god damn it, you know what, I really just gotta get this hair. Honestly, in actuality, I think I'm about to have a little confession. I think the itching is actually just me becoming like super hypersensitive once this camera comes on. I think I just like feel things more. Like, I can't lie, I'm feeling like my kimono touching my leg. Things that you normally don't feel, but it's like, yeah, I feel it like itching the back of my leg, and I'm like, so you know what might contribute to some of my really fast talking. I think I'm gonna stop caring about how much I'm itching myself because I don't really care what people think. That was actually the best part about being a nihilist, is you really don't care about what people think. So you end up going in some earthly paths that lead you down either to your destruction or to your greatest strength. And thankfully, it's a new word, it's in the dictionary. Thankfully, it's led me to a point where I have learned and seen a lot. Like, I've learned and I've seen a lot. I've learned and I've seen a lot. Right? And thankfully, because of my little natural optimistic nature, because it actually really hurts me to see people feel down. And I mean, that's where the nihilist comes in. It wasn't very easy for me to do that with myself. Frankly, I was just kind of like, I don't care about anything. But I did care about seeing people feel happier and smiling, and I felt like since I was just a tiny little dust fluff on this planet, in this giant, vast universe, the best I could do was try to be a better person. You know how easy it is to be an ass. I did so well not saying it. Being a not kind person versus being nice, okay? It's actually really funny, because it's like most of us, I'm not gonna say us, most people out there just submit to being like a really mean person. Like, some people generally believe that being mean is how you gain success. Some people out there who think it's a very effective way to keep yourself from being hurt, and you're right. You're right. Like, good for you. You accomplished not being able to allow people to hurt you because you're better at hurting yourself. That's all it really means. So, yeah, I just had this nature with me that, you know, my mother called empathetic with me growing up, but honestly, I don't empathize with none of these. I'm starting to realize that. That's something that I'm realizing slowly as I age. It's like, if anything, I'm more sympathetic. It's more able to kind of fathom how other people could see how their perspective, like, I can understand people's concepts. You explain it well enough, I'll get it. If I don't, I'll probably ask a lot of questions till I do, because understanding is the only way that I can be able to try to help you. But feeling how you're feeling, and maybe even agreeing with how you're feeling, yeah, no. That's where my own identity comes in, right? So with all that said, I definitely think my purpose is going to be grand and vast. I remember when my mother was asking me what I wanted to be growing up, and there was nothing that I could really tell her other than nothing. Actually, that was it. That's it. I couldn't tell her anything at all. I couldn't tell her that I wanted to be like, oh, mommy, I want to take this career, and like, she would throw ideas. Like, even when it came to like picking what I liked, my style, my fashion, she was just like, do you want to do this? Do you want to do that? What about this? Do you have any hobbies? Do you have any talents? I mean, talents, no, actually, I have talents. She knew I could sing and draw and all those things like that. She knew I liked acting, always tried to suggest acting for me. I'll take you to auditions, things like that. I'll put you in classes. Do you want to learn an instrument? Like, my mom was gang. But the thing is that I didn't really know how to tell her in my tiny little 9-year-old body that I want to be like a revolutionist. Not a revolutionist, but like I want to change the world. I want to do some really big things. Revolutionist kind of. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just want to excel at helping the planet the best way I can. And I promise you this. Some people like to challenge me. And I mean challenge me. You know, and like from where I'm around, talking back, arguing back, and I'm not talking about like being younger, talking back to someone older, like not that concept. I'm talking about like engaging in something that doesn't seem positive, maybe argumentative, maybe some, like for me it's situational based, so it's like most times you'll see me actually pipe back on someone and like, you know, speak my mind. But I feel like you're gonna limit my expression if I don't. I don't really like this idea, to be honest, of everyone talking, you know, you're just lowering your means, but like I get what they mean. Obviously, it's time spent, and time is valuable, and, you know, you shouldn't even be bothering debating with some people sometimes. But does it level with me? Maybe, I'm not sure if it's just me, but I feel like there's a whole lack of strength in communication if you don't try to engage too. That or I'm just argumentative, low-key, and I don't really know it yet. Hey, we're gonna know soon one day. So you know what, that's actually my vlog. I don't even care if it's about 10-15 minutes. Throw it back for the YouTube. I just gave you a good amount of me. I'll check how much duration you guys end up watching. I'll grow from there. Bye.